and vice versa.
Yeah, for me, unfortunately, every day is my 50% day. You know, I've never seen that sweet 100%, but I'm still trying. I'm still trying. So, coming into the second draft, any changes to the picks and the play styles you think these teams are going to go for? Maybe T1 want to take themselves off the clock for the second game and secure themselves a late game draft?
No, they don't necessarily have to. I think their draft overall was pretty solid. They didn't experiment way too hard besides that Underlord mid. That was a little bit of a different thing. That Prophet offlane. Yeah, that Prophet offlane with Falcon Blade, how much of an impact do you get from that? That's a little bit questionable.
Yeah, I mean, the lane dominated, but yeah, itemization was questionable. Falcon Blade, 1100 gold for 150 health on a DP.
Some mana region, and it allows you to pressure the lane all the time to push in, but still, is that what you want from your offlane when you have an Underlord on mid? You know, you kind of have two heroes that are doing the same thing, out pushing waves.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anyone who you think did... Actually, no, I'm going to take this one. I think Whitemon had an incredible
game. Yeah, I agree.
There was really late on a part where where Whitemon just kind of walked into a fight and immediately got killed by the Jug, which was a little bit awkward, but up until that point, she was just, that Maiden was everywhere you wanted her to be, like always. There was a point where she was in the trees behind, forced out the roar onto the Crystal Maiden just to stop the Juggernaut from dying, and inside one of the Roche fights. Like, Whitemon was surviving through the entire fight whilst her teammates were buying back and dying again. Like, that was some serious gameplay coming out from Whitemon.
He's a big reason why the bottom lane went so well as well.
Yeah.
Like not dying, baiting the axes as well, being skilled by beasts. So overall, I actually expected you to mention him earlier during the closing segment of that first game, because he really did have a very decent performance.
And let's not forget Chuck the Super Creep, who was in the enemy base and took down entire barracks and side building.
Or whatever
the Moonwell, or whatever you want to call it.
Never forget. Never forget.
He did a fantastic job and then gave his life for the cause to the tower. What a hero. What a hero we
never
were to be.
Never looked back, man. Just ran right into that bolt.
Yeah.
Like
never go gently into that good night.
He took down 2 Radiant buildings, right?
Yeah.
On his own.
That's all by himself, you know. I feel like that Super Creep a lot of the time, you know, the guy coming in, not many people have expectations, but then, you know, I'm just going to keep my head down, get to work, never look behind me, just keep charging on forwards no matter what's ahead.
Work hard.
I just thought you called yourself a Super Creep. How big of a creep are you, Nomad? Tell me more, please.
I am the biggest creep.
What exactly do you do?
Anyway, we have a draft. TnC versus T1, game number 2 on the way. We're going to start things off with an Oracle for TnC.
Yeah, we do indeed have an Oracle pickup. Opens up that Troll perhaps as well for TnC. Let's see what they go for next. They go with the Mars instead, alright. You still have some options. I think overall Oracle at the moment is one of the most contested position 5s. In the Chinese region we see it a lot as well, in SEA too. Maybe not as much in SEA, but in Chinese quite a bit, like Oracle, Abaddon. Mars followed up, but now for TnC I want to see something that this Mars actually synergizes with well. More team fights.
We've got a fork today, Whitemon's got a fork.
I think he just got it after the game though.
Yeah, no, he didn't have it for the last game, so I'm trying to figure out. It looks like maybe
he's angry now.
He's a very hungry boy, I'm going to tell you that.
He's always eating, actually.
He's always eating. That's literally me while I'm streaming.
He's not
Same
big,
thing.
though.
How is he so skinny? Yeah,
How
just
is he
keeps
so
eating.
skinny? Like, I've never seen him not eating.
Like, it's not even just a little, like he keeps stuffing, like a hamster.
Maybe it's small portions, maybe it's not that big.
You see he's still chewing, the next one comes in already.
Yeah, it's coming. Okay, those are some decent portions.
Yeah, like
I'm taking that. You know why? I heard that chess players as well can burn I don't know how many thousands of calories during a tournament by thinking. Whitemon.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
Likewise, but
that's why you guys
he
are
probably
does.
Burn
your calories in different ways.
Our brain cells aren't the hottest.
Wow, he's really burning through it. It's fun though. We'll keep it up on Whitemon's eating habits. We'll of course ask him if he wins.
Alright, let's be serious a little bit about the draft at least. Tidehunter and Timbersaw banned out by T1, and on the other hand we have Void Spirit and Puck so far actually. Very interesting bans by TnC, this Void Spirit and Puck.
Last thing I'm going to mention, I do love the side-by-side comparison of Febby, like, you know, he's in the game, his headphones on, he's like, we need this, we need to look out for this. Whitemon's just happily eating away. But anyway, yeah. Who's opening do you prefer, Black?
I think TnC has a little bit more options. Like T1 showed the safe lane already, whereas Mars is still a little bit flexible, and there is room to abuse and exploit this Wraith King.
Some PL perhaps from TnC, but because you pick the Mars for yourself, right? And Tidehunter is also banned out by T1.
It's rough into the
Go for
CM
that.
though. CM and Wraith King are quite good against PL in the mid-late game.
That's true. Yeah. Radiance, Frost Nova could be solid. What else there? What else is there? The Troll that we mentioned earlier that pairs up really good with the Oracle has been banned out. But now if you're T1, you have to really think about what your offlane is and your playmaker. Because Wraith King, he takes a little bit of time to come online.
Shaker's still in the pool, by the way.
Yep.
That's
Shaker
pretty
is
crazy.
there. Mars Shaker is a pretty good combo too. You can just spear them on the fissure.
Not the strongest laning combo overall, like you messed with the equilibrium, Mars has a decent lane, right, but you don't pressure as much as with something else.
Beast Marstur.
No hesitation from TnC to pick up the Shadow Demon. Wow, they were really ready for this Beastmaster.
I don't like
and they
this combo
immediately
though.
answer.
Yeah, I don't like it as well. This is something that I mentioned at the opening panel. TnC now have two supports that kind of do the same thing. Yeah, you counter the Beastmaster, but the Oracle itself was already good enough for that. One good thing from the SD is your lane with Mars is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Your team fight, however, is lackluster. It's not that great so far.
I feel like a nice old Spirit Breaker would be nice for T1 here. Just charge those two backline supports. They don't really have a good answer for it.
Something that they play as well. Like they played it before with.
Could be interesting. The thing I do like about TnC though is that because you do have now 2 saves, you can potentially go for, I don't know if DP is banned. You can go DP, you've got Oracle and Shadow Demon to help her out, make sure those exosystems goes off, kind of makes up for your lack of team fight. Works well for Mars as well as you catch him in that arena.
Yeah,
and
you
can try
could,
to
you
take him down.
could.
DP's a pretty good hero, also a frontliner to the need, because Mars doesn't really want to go in first. He's very good at counter initiating.
Wouldn't be that bad. Yeah. DP is also one of those heroes that feels right now like there aren't many counters like in the game.
Yeah.
That really deal well with the DP. Also, something that we're forgetting is a Bat Rider. Obviously, not the greatest pick for T1 right now. You'd be putting way too much in this catch basket, but not a lot in this finish them off after we catch them baskets, right? Like you have the beast, but it's not enough. They go with the lion. There you go. This is the finish them off after catching them.
The mid lion.
I hope not.
But lion is...
One day it'll happen, Black. Don't worry. You keep on believing.
It's gonna happen eventually. Or at least a core lion, maybe not mid. But this lion is a bit
Oh yeah,
weird
safe
for me.
lane lion, much better.
70 damage talent.
That's exactly what I
Hey,
want.
70 damage, level 10 is
Witchblade now,
not
you know,
something.
makes in cores feel a bit more viable. Who knows?
Lion is pretty bad though. Against Shadow Demon Oracle. I feel.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Like you pick it and for what? Like they don't have mobility cost to catch. The finger doesn't really do much against Oracle. Shadow Demon can save from it.
You can.
And maybe they have practiced something that we haven't seen before, and the lane, I believe this will be...
Mana Drain plus Boar.
Will this be Lion plus Beastmaster or CM plus Beastmaster? That's my question.
I think Lion Beast.
Both of these lanes are strong. I might even prefer the Crystal Maiden one with the slows.
Yeah, but then the Wraith King lane is weaker.
Okay, so this is something that we mentioned. Yeah, you have the Oracle, you have the Shadow Demon. Now that bat is good for you. But for T1, this opens up so many ideas for them right now. You can go for a Storm. It's a really good Storm game right now. You can also go with the Quap. It's also fine for Quap. You can't go for it. It's banned. But yeah, I believe TnC should ban out the Storm next, right?
Yeah. Storm is definitely a good ban. But I don't know, man. Like T1 is just...
DP is
this line
for
pick
T1
seems
as well.
really iffy. I kind of feel like it ruined their draft a bit.
Yeah, Storm banned out.
Do you worry about the lack of damage from TnC though? What do you think is okay?
They do have decent amount of damage, not burst damage, but a lot of the overtime damage.
Yeah,
like,
I
they
don't
wouldn't
like
draw out
That's
fights.
what I'm saying.
No, I agree with what you just said, Nomad. I see the same problem for their draft, and I think T1 also noticed that, and that's also the reason why they banned out the Medusa. Like this draft on TnC, it feels so wonky that it needs this one hard carry. Like you can't play it without that one big carry, like a Turblade, like a Medusa.
Yeah.
It's very draggy.
Yeah.
Like these team fights are gonna take like 20-30 seconds if TnC wants to win them.
Yeah,
And
yeah, they gotta
meanwhile,
make them
and
last.
meanwhile, T1 does not wait 20-30 seconds.
Nope.
Roar
Roar,
into finger,
finger.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay, you can call, you can say no, Matt, you're an idiot after this, but is there any possibility we're going to see the Shadow Demon build the shard?
The second ban from T1, by the way. That's
TB,
it, right?
yeah. I'm even surprised because they have Lions get rid of the illusions, but they still go for it anyway. Yeah, any possibility we see the Shadow Demon shard this game?
It's not bad. You can dispel the Hex, but the Roar and the Impale, Rave King stun still can't be dispelled by it. We'll probably see it like if it gets to late game, no matter what. But
Okay.
if they
A
go
PA.
for the
There we go.
PA.
Yeah, I think that was. If I'd not misled us, then I think we would have got there. But PA is the final pick for TnC. Now T1 need to answer anything you guys can think up here for T1's carry position. Sorry, for their mid position.
Is DP still alright for them? DP,
DP is rough into Bad Rider and Shadow Demon. If you get Purge, you can't use yourself.
Yeah.
Mobility, Quap is banned, Puck is banned.
Spirits.
Everything is banned.
Ember.
Ember Spirit is there. It's not good against Bad Rider.
Hard. They do go for it anyway, though. Ember Spirit will be the pickup in the middle lane, and that's going to round off.
They
these
were running.
drafts.
They were running out of time. They didn't have a lot of time left remaining.
I don't like this T1 draft.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why they last picked it.
All right, guys. We have a couple of tweets actually coming out from you guys. Hashtag DPC SEA to get involved. Tim's Dota ES plays and a lot of emojis. We do like some emojis from Rio there. Thank you for getting involved. And that's what we like to see. A bit of Terry Crews.
There we go.
Tim's ES God.
This is hashtag goals after the first season or the second season.
Alrighty, guys. Let me hear your predictions.
Yeah,
Play
so
them up.
Before December pick, I really liked T1's draft. After the Ember pick, I'm struggling to go their way. I don't think that it's good because of the Batrider matchup. I think Batrider should own that, and then it makes everything so much easier for TnC. I'd go 50-50, but if I have to, I'll go for game 3. I'll go with T1.
Go T1. Okay, Black. You burned last game. What are we doing this game?
I don't want to go for TnC, but I can't vote for T1. So can I just like
Not vote,
abstain?
abstain.
Yeah, you can take the loss either way. Sure, why not?
I'm going for.
The king, man.
I mean, who cares at this point, man? Let's go T1. Let's do it.
All right. Well,
I'm done with T1 though.
I'm going TnC. I said I would like some burst. I like the PA pick. I like the save they've got. I like the heroes they've got. Yeah, I'm going TnC from this one. Very quickly, let's hear what our casters Bcop and Lacoste have to say about this second draft before we get into the game.
You can start, as always.
Yeah, you know.
So yesterday,
So yesterday, I was chopping some trees down. It's divination through reading the rings in the trees.
The teams are heading towards each other, so I'm going to let you guys
All
get
right,
into
sure,
the game. You
sorry.
can give your predictions once you're in there. Bcop and Lacoste, take it away for game number 2.
All right, let's get started. Game number 2 here. I'll get into the story later. Teams are running at each other. I don't have time for this.
now he was lying. They're very close, but you know, they're not that close. We still had like 20 seconds.
The stories are just getting tired, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, our predictions are gonna be, I'm a bit
I'm
favoring
going T1.
TnC. TnC for me, you know, just to be the prediction king at the end of the day. I like this PA. I don't think Batrider has any hard matchups here. Once he goes in with the lasso, there's like
Dire team ban. Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TnC Predators turn.
Beastmaster.
Dire team pick.
Shadow Demon.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TnC Predators turn.
Lion.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TnC Predators turn.
Bad Rider!
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. TnC Predators turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TnC Predators turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Phantom Assassin.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
In the spirit.
You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
You can start.
Yeah.
So yesterday.
So yesterday, I was.
I'm an
chopping trees
immaterial
down.
girl.
It's divination through the rings in the trees. All right. All right. Sorry.
Wish I'd learned how to
Let's get.
Even a
team
master
number 2 here.
falters.
I'll get into the story. Team. Yeah, you have time.
He was lying. They're very close, but you know, they're not that close. We still have like 20 seconds.
The stories are just getting tired. Maybe.
Yeah. Our predictions
30
are gonna
seconds
be
to
a
battle.
bit favoring
I'm going T1.
TnC. TnC for me, you know, just to be the prediction king. At the end of the day, I like this PA. I don't think Batra has any hard matchups. Once he goes in with a lasso, there's like only possibly a Beastmaster Roar. Also, Cuckoo, interesting build on him, starting with the belt of giant strength. Which has 7 things.
The battle begins.
With the sun on orbital. You got Finn trying to run. Ragefire Flash for the first play, but instead will be picked up by Zephyr. Zephyr gets first blood on Febby. This line walk into the room. You are Lion. I like Lion. I think he's a good hero. I know
It might seem more of a lion, considering how old the spirits are popular. So, want to see it, especially like Storm Spirit, a lot of these maneuvers, actually, like you want to have that instant initiation, so much value from the Hex. Maybe the lane needs to be careful. If he dives it in, his game is just completely ruined.
So we'll see if we agree on this Oracle. Talking about match, so I want to talk to Carl because we see this Emperor line. We introduce the Emperor stable no matter what in the mid lane. Is that still the case up against the Batter?
Batrider just kills everything. I've seen Batrider completely dominating the matchups. You need to be careful. He already has 5 fall charges to save at the point. You know, if From this diving tower, searing chains, something he careful about. Also, loving the build on a Batrider, no instead of smash, that's more like a set. I'm not sure, I think it was V who started doing it and other players are copying it.
Right.
You don't get any stats from that. Just straight up make like you get more value from the null dog because you get some intelligence, you get strength, extra, easier to last, to get some damage.
Back and forth between just the man, Shadow Demon.
You look glasses and then you're trying to figure out what hero that is. Good job, Jacob. Like I'm really amazed.
They were really, they had to and then I can't stop doing, you know.
All right. For next time, you can just check the lane before you take them off. Who they are, you take them off, clean them, keep talking. But that's just me, you know. I'm trying to think simple. Bottom lane, Beastmaster, a lot of slow. Yeah, not enough. This is not TM plus Phantom Assassin that we've seen in the previous game from TP. Slow, there's a bit more burst damage from the Oracle when it gets level 3.
I think there's also a lot of opportunity to do your aggression go forward because of the Beastmaster. You know, you've got stun that's going to go from the Lion, the slows coming from the Boar, Beastmaster to take advantage of that. It's not as easy to go in as it was in the last Jack. Crystal top, right?
They're going on Lion. Needs to be available, but there's stun. Love that Lion. I'm just on heroes.
And getting the first kill here. Now they're okay. The Raven King don't have the damage.
And build on Raven King.
Looks on the Zeppelins one more. And he's got the
Something in your eye.
second point. I think 1 point is enough.
Even a master fortress.
I guess he wants to use Crystal Maiden or that we have.
So, Spite and Crystal Nova so far.
Yeah, it's standard on Crystal Maiden. 2 points in Raid Fire Blast doesn't seem that good. Like, you have 4-second critical strike, so you should do that. Like 1-1-1.
Radiant structures are fortified.
0-2 also. So, yeah, still no point in ball strike. Black. We were having a discussion going to the office today, like, why do Raid Kings do that? Having that extra point with the more strike, you lifesteal off that. That's sustain, that's damage.
Even a master fortress.
No Aegis yet, just going the 2-2-0 build, so very different from the rare game.
We three things.
Gabby so far 17 and 8, popping up in this lane as much as we saw today.
Please.
5-6. Oh, chain still chasing level 5, but he's now starting to stack up. Eventually he'll give up on that chase. Carl kind of hints at going back for a second.
Great move
Dire's
from
middle
Mel.
tower is under attack.
And securing Bounty Rune will refill his ball. And TnC, they want to also
with Raid Fire Blast in a pity. Flame bottle that keeps them alive. So we'll fill up that bottle with the bounty.
So just 1, 3 things there. TnC definitely needs to be careful. You know, he uses what spells they are gonna go on him because there is clicks and slow from the Beastmaster. Carl level 5. Armel, as expected, having an upper hand matchup on CS levels, going straight into Boots of Travel, which I really love. I think the build is Boots of Travel, BKB, Invoke 3-4. Just BKB is kind of a must-have. They 1 BKB with Crown Roar.
stun and keeps him close. Another stunning dagger onto the Lion, purifying flame. Having extra damage, another purifying do.
Dire's middle tower
Bebby
is
who
under
gets
attack.
the kill eventually on his 3-1 here for TnC. Beastmaster putting into the necro book. We've seen this a lot. We've seen 2 straight necro, 3 no.
More time that just want to get mission advantage. As soon as
Dire's
possible.
middle tower
A
is
bit of
under
a
attack.
pull by the half. Fire ran into back. Threat uses a threat wave. Yeah, 6 minutes in, not a single mortal strike yet. There we go. Just
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Pretty steep. Now the Phantom has got the Hex. They have the Hex coming down. Quick dab. So Zephyr who combine to get a kill with the Phantom Assassin. Back on Wraith. Hold that point. Goes into the path. That must be really comfortable not holding the point for the reincarnation.
they have a board
This'll come in
right in
handy.
front of him, so he just back if they decide to
Radiant's
die
bottom tower
right
is
now.
under attack.
You know, it's safe for him. The lane, saving a point. All just farm the jungle bottom lane. Good.
Dire's
Level
middle tower
6.
is under attack.
Expect them to try to make an aggressive move. Lion level 4, no points in get drain yet. Reason coming up from so I guess that's all. And has a magic stick. PA will be spamming those daggers. So in a regeneration, which I really like. Lion's X level 1 quick step cooldown ability.
Oracle, and he's actually rotated. You go to the primal first, famous Aether target. But in addition to his disruption onto Jack, right click, TM's in so much trouble. Could be gets into a three fire. Through him the final
Radiant's bottom tower
he's
is
got
under
a
attack.
triple kill on this Beastmaster.
They needed Batrider to TP his TP was on cooldown, just came ready. But if Batrider was able to TP down, I think they can third.
Dire's top
There's
tower is
no
under attack.
rover. Rotations from Jackie actually. No
Yeah.
field. I don't see on the top anymore. Goes back to the bottom. Point in reincarnation as well.
Radiant top scared. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
KC on the tap.
Not good trade.
Now Jackie incarnation through
Even a master falters.
Zephyr
Dire's
turning to
top
say
tower
now
is under attack.
big Arnold's life in sync. Ooh, that was still was fun with that mana first with second. That incarnation, but ready with charges.
One has aggressive support compared to TnC. Are kind of defensive team. I try to make them aggressive moves, but he's only up 4 to get himself the level
Radiant's
closer,
top
at
tower
least to
is under
6
attack.
at Petra has boots control already. Finds something. Needs to be the one making the move.
Yeah,
for the
sure.
team Mars. Just keep this they'll be a
Dire's top tower is under
be
attack.
forms maybe on the
Struggle. Who's not struggling? Coop.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, okay, that just
they can see ancient stack. I don't think they can farm it down. They can hold it if so bad comes in. That's a 4-minute rotation from me walking out of this. They have actually hold them. Taking
but they've got this match up white, and they have the Crystal Maiden. T1 also have your hands. No, you. Well, 6 now. False spot available. Your goal.
all things. Then just needs one CS. So they will that merge great against the
Radiant's
just
middle tower is under attack.
Good work towards 3. Good as already. Standard build up.
Even a master falters.
Once we
Dire's
finish
top
that,
tower is under attack.
can't go. And try
Dire's structures
put
are
the pressure on
fortified.
a tower.
Mel, it's got some space up towards. Wanted to see him more active, right? Pushing into tier 1 tower. He's got boost to travel, trying to get to
Radiant's
that.
bottom
dagger.
tower is under
And
attack.
obviously they'll have that
Dire's top
initiation.
tower has
They don't
fallen.
necessarily need if they can start like see disruption or a spear.
I would prefer get to be instead of you can build away your speeding him up with food travel and firefly to get good initiation. Their
Dire's
heroes
middle
is
tower
pretty
is
slow.
under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Mel gets bothered by Carl for a moment. Meanwhile, you got Jackie lead. He's in a good position right now. Dump out of the back fighter.
Late Jelly. Like there's a big difference when he finds Jelly.
Radiant's
and,
middle tower is under attack.
Look, consume the
Radiant
jelly.
structures are fortified.
Bat Rider, both enjoy fine
Dire's top
taste.
tower is under attack.
To Inferno.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's what makes it
A royal jelly is just the jelly.
Dire's top
Very
tower
weak.
is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Queen beat
Sort of. Yeah, you there. Be
for the
scaling the stacks.
trying to. They've got that next for the mark. Oh, Cuckoo's goes on man. I will think they want to.
Then realize team is if we it's gonna be a promise or disruption. Very far from you one. Just hit a single target if both sports from TnC are standing behind.
You need a way to kick before they get fired.
Sure, like if they get a good indication, they should have a better vision on top of that. But Hawk and there.
Going through to the radius. But I'm sure it's the top end of the map
Dire's
they've
middle
left.
tower is under
Shadow
attack.
Demon bottom. Oh, you know, they're playing so far. It's in top of these sports. Of looks like it's when you're top of the sports.
You can call them that. Sure.
That characters.
Better has a blink dagger. Last available at 40. Great man. The hero feels so strong right now. He's always gonna get his farm. Right? If he falls out of the just go to the jungle. If you're doing good, go to the jungle. It's like jungle is the place to be.
Dire are scanning.
They truly painted younger these days. But this was
Dire's
his
top
get
tower
time.
is under attack. Radiant
His bottom
structures
tower
are
is just a
fortified.
fall. Can take close to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
The rune of regeneration.
Radiant's
Those
bottom
things leave
tower is under
They go
attack.
to the tier 2 tap. 400.
Radiant's bottom
Soaking
tower
up
has
a bunch of
fallen.
that damage. The tower, the but also the Rare King will get radiance. Nice. He's got, you know, the gloves of haste, radiance.
It's a big timing for them. With Pro 3, you have Red King with Radiance, so you get strong, you would have
Never
take a fight.
refuse gold
Right now,
given.
TnC feels a bit weak at the moment, so for now, just dodge the fight if possible, get over to travel, slap a couple of stuff, so that then bit off your working toward power threads, and I see so KB, which I think is the correct play here. You have two defensive supports, so you don't have to invest into BKB straight away. might change his mind, see how the game's gonna go. Full damage. This might be a Roche T1.
It's played out a lot of good. Yeah, see. Spot Roche. T1 want to take because I would assume they would opposite.
Radiant are scanning.
The smoke from TnC. Blinked out from Mars, so no blink. The smoke was broken. Case sure if he spotted, there's the blink. The arena coming through. It's back and forth. Jackie. The disruption. Got sitting here to Phaeton. They've got the freezing field from White Bond. They got to go to it's open for business. It's hunting season. But side of T1. Those friends, they check out Tim's and Kate. He's dropped with the ball prompt is over. Take out those supports. And T1 go hunting.
Interesting arena from Mars and following up with this as he thought had. But the whole arena timing was pretty much good in that point. Not sure what was spear available. He did not spear him.
He did spear the bubble.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Emphasis just doesn't want to commit to this.
Still feels like I jump in out of the position and they die.
Radiant's
So they
middle tower is under attack.
for
Radiant's
another
top tower has
half
fallen.
should make another move.
Radiant's top tower
Idea
is under
is
attack.
fine if he gets the spear off. I think they have enough damage to actually beat King, but he got kind of backfired.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Here until Carnation is up. If you're not confident enough, like that, do you comfortable? Obviously, you get the pickoff. Are you going to feel comfortable going for the Wraith King again? Because you got the slide quickly. But
Yeah,
Dire's middle
but
tower is under attack.
KDs need to be online.
yeah.
Right a bit on offense. Sampton is like, okay, if previous fall fight their way, but Assassin would go there, so that. Back into the arena, nice bounce. That was such a nice well.
My hands is an
Then break back into the arena.
Dire's
This should be a
structures are
work.
fortified.
Freaking goal. Man,
Dire's bottom tower
Dota is
is under
wild.
attack.
The team is ahead and the team takes over. Bouncing back. What's line build? He's going straight to eat and point in mana drain. Cap all that
bottom
mana.
tower has fallen.
So you want to use that
Radiant's
duration
middle
4
tower
seconds.
is under attack.
Now, well, with the
Dire's bottom
strength,
tower
you also
is
have
under attack.
mana coming up from the orb. So then that
Radiant's middle tower
Has
is
he?
under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
three heroes, but they also have an outpost to TP2, so that's a bit tricky.
Armel with BKB.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Down with that. Tanking up
Radiant's
the
middle
whole
tower is under
team.
attack. Dire's top tower is
Predator
under
very
attack.
close. Finishing the BKB. And second goes finishers. D1, they're close. Close approach on Lincoln Sphere and Ember Spirit, so they need to be very careful. They're gonna initiate the next fight.
I was just going to ask, do you like that amount from that fight?
It's okay, yeah. Against the bad trap, you will have something defensive. There's a low cooldown, but you can
Iron Blast going Gabby. And now the spear connects on a car. There's the Hunter checking out Bebby. You're a save available with False Promise. But he does have buyback if necessary. And see if he still go in. Tier 2 tower. Clean up the T1, make a backup. Zeroge. Back to go minute. If they can make so the order back up road not bad.
no arena for 40. They're big team fight, but still feel they want to take a fight. Fresh 10-second BKB, so they get a good job, let's say, on a coup. Kind of a perfect target. White Mon, he might just straight down.
Sacrifices the greater good now with the steps and getting the smoke broke. However, now Jackie fighting himself right on top of Gabby. The city against the kid on to his family. There's no different go. They pass him on a cuckoo does not beat up the pushes there. As well as Coral on his on himself. So lock down, they'll do some damage. So after the false promise, he doesn't end up living. They're also looking over to Tim. You say no, that bitch. Get onto the Shadow Demon. They'll look over the Mars who's trying to run. Slow down for a second. Echo Creep's trying to catch up with that Borg. He's got South. He's still looking to fight. He's put up for a hit. This is a problem. Or the heck? And the kill. Oh, they get him. It's until the arena's
He
gone.
got the blank dagger, so that's what matters. It should be a road for T1. A bit disconnected how they initiate this fight. First, they don't kill off Crystal Man, then they take the decision on the Raid King. Second, BKB duration popped by that time, trying to case rate. They don't even get it. Using trust on Raid King. Get that radiance and slow damage. Your Oracle needs able to save Phantom Ascent. Also, Phantom Assassin, very careful about how she's using Phantom Strike. Has that cast range talent. Time I checked, Oracle doesn't have one. So, you know, false promise, you need to be very close level 1 to use it.
Yeah, it's tough with such a short drain. Yeah, goes to the BKB, so commits. But does have the first Mythor Hammer going for the SO. Still have to keep up with both the Ember as well as the King. As King just the plate out from the AC.
King is an instantly good farmer. So far, zero Jackie having pretty much a perfect game. Staying on top of the network, involved in kill.
Radiant are scanning.
Doing his job, getting the levels. Once you get to that level 18, the incarnation is 40 seconds. So you can pretty much whack all the time with
Top Gabby. Away from this a bit. These creeps, and then moving over toward bottom is Carl. He's trying to get himself an axe 1,500 gold away from the
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The lockdown he found for each team so far. Set for Febby. Jackie will make it two apiece. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Waiting for someone to maybe go after this Raid King. Just continuing to fall up and
Radiant's courier has been
just a little
killed.
bit of gold.
It's that bad fact when they initiate on Raid King and kill him the second time. It's kind of just playing a slow game.
Yeah.
Backriders pushing, Phantom Assassin trying to get the farm on the map to get herself closer to 20, and the Death Leaders, where the damage is gonna come from. They need to be able to get in and out of the fight.
Radiant's
with the
top
lineup
tower
like this,
is under
multiple
attack.
save, or false promise, either
Radiant
disruptions
structures are fortified.
in and out, but they
Dire
can't
structures
fully
are
come
fortified.
5 on 5 right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Carnage
attack.
level 3, Aegis on Ember Spirit. For 5
Radiant's
versus
top
7.
tower is under attack.
Two in a really tough spot. The rating is the Abyssal Blade, just like the 6 from 1,000 cuts for TnC at the moment.
Radiant's
without
top tower has fallen.
paces. There's a smoke one, so cross through mid.
Radiant's
And
top tower is under
actually
attack.
should flank both, so he's on trouble. What the heck? There's red and cover from Carl, but now dominating. Little kill on KP. Carl does
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
T1 is just getting so much up the map
Radiant's
right
middle
now,
tower
getting picked
has
up here
fallen.
and there, controlling
Dire's
most of the
bottom
map
tower
with
is
the
under
force,
attack.
with the TnC really limited where it can fight. The roar available, but does not want to pop it. Wait, so like Balin.
Yeah, but there's the red fire.
Radiant's
He
middle
will
tower is
promise
under attack.
himself. I don't Gabby as a target or even our Gabby going to try and get away. The BKB been popped by the Bat Rider.
Roar still available. Better also gonna, I think it's one.
None. So like for
Radiant's middle tower is under
really
attack.
well done there by catching one again.
Radiant's middle
They're
tower has
approaching
fallen.
see the Oracle for anything.
And while this was happening, have Ember in your base because of the damage, but got 3 towers.
For side of this, coming through, Gabby popped the BKB. Whoa. So he'll pop. That's 10 setting
Radiant's
BKB now
middle
down for
barracks
another
are under
minute.
attack.
Well, for sieging your mid round.
It's just Eric's HC against buildings, minus armor,
Radiant's middle
Beast
barracks
Master
has
all around.
fallen.
We're actually gonna go
Radiant's
bottom.
middle barracks
I'm not
are under
surprised.
attack.
They lose this fight, they might again. But tier 2 is available.
Radiant's bottom tower
Making
is under
be
attack.
careful with it.
Okay. Really well lose that first life. Down for 35 seconds. Backs up, but
It's a 40-second down ulti.
lose melee back mid. See, what are their health right now?
See the line right here on P8. That's your way out, or way in, whatever you want to call it. You need a farm for another like 3-4 minutes.
Invisibility.
Your farm is very limited at the moment. Cloak of Flames. Yeah. Ember Spirit with Cloak of feels really good. On top of the Radiance, just overtime damage coming from these items and abilities is insane. And Assassin finds more of destruction. So, the guys keep that on instead of some status resistance, damage, and magic resist coming on that sliver. Can't get out of the base. It's very tough for TnC to find a farm on the map. One observer
Dire
out the
are
base.
scanning.
That's pretty much it.
You know, you're trying to farm that Divine Razor, but when you can't really leave to get that gold, it becomes a struggle. Remedy over Searing Chain axes in from the Beastmaster. Carl with another kill, he's unstoppable.
If your stars like you need to be able to get some farm on your Phantom Assassin. They usually go with heroes, but they have an outpost to keep it, so that's a bit tricky.
Armel with BKB pop, but again, defensive BKB to survive. It really is starting to all come Millhouse P1.
This'll come in handy.
I'm starting to question where the answers are. I'm good in the Divine Keying. Every time they try to out and farm a little bit, get punished. Phantom Assassin's gonna try and get something here. Has to be protected by the entire team, just a couple of creeps. It's a bad situation to be in. Minimum root spawn time.
50 seconds?
50 more seconds, yeah.
Yep. T1 will take that one. I'm not sure if TnC can contest. They lose fights, they lose games. playing cheese and Aegis is just tricky, so try to find that Divine Rapier on Phantom Assassin. Also, interesting choice of the talent, and 45% evasion, so that gets her to 80. I guess Beast and or it's okay. He will eventually, like that's normal his build when he's playing in Phantom Assassin, get that MKB so you can land those hits. So would still prefer if you get the minus armor corruption.
Yeah, and he's already building the MKB. Has enough now. He's Sacred Relic, or well, 20 gold off of it. Is Divine Touch 2021 to see if Gabby can get there. He needs 2 more gold. We're reporting it. You know, been choking just using this time or these next items. They're locked down on this game. Bringing it did technically on Crystal Maiden.
Comforting
Bringing into the
rules of
She-Ra, Lincoln's Ag, BKB Maelstrom. Be ready to go at 10 seconds. AC for he's there.
Just get multiple ACs, minus 10 armor, just getting the stack, but he needs to change his item build.
There it is. Was wondering there. Said actually try out. Huh? But the patience here for 2-1 definitely gives PA a chance, especially if she gets to the Divine Rapier.
Patience, it's more them being cautious about how they approach sieging the 3-3 towers, where one lasso and tier 4 could make a lot of a difference. To pop a glyph, a split shot, when all the heroes trying to help him out. It's quite a lot. So Beastmaster, he decides to build a Vanguard, now going against Crimson, who's okay against the Phantom Assassin. Now more of a fan. Let's say he's playing into PL, so you get a lot of value from that item. He's okay-ish. Get on fire.
Which that is
he's just taking up for the or pipe. Now getting a crit. Roche will respawn in 11 seconds. Phantom Assassin has enough to buy a Divine Rapier. It need to send the courier to the enemy secret shop. Why do we call it secret shop? Like everyone knows where it is. Why don't we just call it a shop? A shopkeeper shop.
Would you be okay if the secret shop changing positions every game?
So you're like, yeah, I need to buy some item from secret shop, but I can't find it. And then you kind of 15 minutes to find where it is.
I mean, if you're bad at looking, yeah. Maybe it's up in the top left corner.
Secret shop is enemy phantoms. They're like, how do I get that?
Only specific areas. It's not going to spawn in the enemy's mountain. I mean, that would be rude, though. Although, I guess they didn't spawn in yours, right? If they were equidistant.
Oh, maybe it's not mirror. Well, they're actually a score fan set via Divine Rapier. TP back, just TP back, and all good, because they're gonna get backstabbed. There's also a lane ward from 1.
They'll get the kill on KP. Divine Rapier in the hands of Gabby. Going next. No
Radiant's
Mars.
top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
back on the
fortified.
Mars.
Radiant structures
Gabby
are
has
fortified.
here, but I guess there is the assumption that maybe before just going out the game, they were in the situation last one that they did.
It's not like they're oh no, it's a Divine Rapier run back. Like they still keep the button support. You need to be more careful. Even this is available 2 minutes. Try to proc it with 1 dagger. Let's see. She's being by a hawk, so Gab just south back.
What's happening?
Radiant's top barracks are under
Shadow
attack.
Demon should probably be using offensive disruption on Raid King to get the AC aura for the team and the Rubian burn.
But this change that comes through as well. Bissell Blade, miss through a Venomous and stifling fire. They got the last down. They've got the onto Zephyr. Correct. Phantom Assassin was spun up, finally away with the BKB being popped. Got
Radiant's middle
Zephyr.
barracks are
Kids
under
again on
attack.
Carl. Trying to make a play here. They
Radiant's
have
middle
more than just the lion, but they've lost the range round, stifling dagger all the way to Carl. Doesn't
Radiant's
crit,
top barracks
but he's
are under
slowed
attack.
up quite a bit. However, already far enough away where they can't catch up.
They're also losing P so quickly once she gets jumped.
Technically,
Radiant's top
That's
barracks. just
problematic. They have one more fight. Set of barracks gone. Still ages for another 2.5 minutes.
the rune of regeneration.
Cuckoo. I believe one of those axes was spotted. So the necro creeps. They're coming over. Jackie almost catches a glimpse there. And Phantom Assassin really would like to get this axe, but that's 2,600 gold away. I don't know if the axe even helps him. Gives opportunity, but still very, very tough fighting with this T1 team down 20,000.
Yeah, she's just going all in on the items. Bought a Divine Rapier. You mentioned that Aghanim Scepter, so that's gonna help with the dispelling things. Slows,
Radiant's
roots, something
courier
that she
has been
struggles
killed.
with. Still don't know if that's gonna be enough. Fight Aegis, Ember Spirit, who's extremely farmed, like Carl's out of control this game, only died once. This is like 50-55 minutes item on Ember Spirit usually. It's just insanely farmed
Radiant's
this game.
bottom tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
Now there's only one left to go. It's 2-3 bottom in the racks. Trying to make it megas, and now I believe looking through that lasso. Now on the cooldown, he's looking in the spot. They got the X on the Phantom Assassin. The damage, they've got the fix as well. Thunderbolt's promise comes in, but they've got the Primal Roar followed up and brings his shield right on top of this Phantom Assassin. Not looking good for Gabby. Trying to run with the healing up. No, it wasn't. Divine Rapier on the deck. Continued lower. He does not have buyback.
Radiant's bottom tower
And Oracle's holding the Divine Rapier. Now, Fed, he drops. So does Armel. GG is called 2-1 the game, and they even up the series at 1.
Radiant's middle tower
It's
is
the
under
second
attack.
Phantom Assassin to not work out.
Yeah, got there. Seems like teams figured out how to play against her. Had a lot of time to figure it out in the previous patch where she was picked most of the time with the Sven. So yeah, I think that one fight when they decided to go on a Raid King with the lasso didn't work out. After